What is going on, everybody? Daddy back here for another reaction video for you guys. Appreciate you guys shopping my channel once again, man. If you guys have not, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. Give the video a like as well. Today we're gonna be checking out another video, another reaction video for you guys, man, for you guys to digest, and we're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna give you guys my opinions on it and whatever this video is supposed to be. It's by a YouTube channel, Raw is Danny. Love the fucking name, man. When WWE superstars realize their storyline just ended in disappointment, man. I believe the thumbnail shows Vince McMahon holding that golden egg, back when he was really pushing Austin Theory and that whole, the egg went missing from Mr. McMahon's office or whatever, and it lasted like maybe 2 weeks, and then they just pretty much stopped mentioning the fucking golden egg for whatever reason. It was a pretty useless and pointless storyline, but it was a storyline nonetheless, and it was, I guess Vince McMahon would outright tell you that it was one of his greatest creations ever. Who fucking knows, man? We're gonna be checking this out though. Like I previously said, if you guys like videos like this, you already know what to do. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button, and let's check this out, man. When WWE superstars realize their storyline just ended in disappointment, majority of this is gonna be from when Vince McMahon was booking the shows, I guarantee you.
Storylines are the most vital part of any WWE programming. Without them, Raw and SmackDown would just consist of random matches being thrown together just to fill up airtime, but a backstory that goes along with the wrestling that includes high stakes, surprises, comedic moments, and of course a satisfying payoff in the end obviously makes for better television. But what happens when a storyline doesn't include any of this and ends off on a disappointing note, leaving fans with a dull payoff? We're going to take a look at 3 of those WWE storylines that did just that. In the fall of 2019, Eric Rowan, former member of the Wyatt family, began showing up to his matches carrying a cage. No one knew exactly what was inside of this cage, but obviously whatever it was meant a lot to Rowan just based off the way he...
For whatever reason, I actually really enjoyed the storyline, because I wasn't sure which direction they were going to go with it, but the ending was not satisfied, man. Like, there was nothing satisfying about the ending whatsoever. It was boring and pointless. I don't know. I've always enjoyed Eric Redbeard, Eric Rowan, whatever you want to call him now. He's known as Eric Redbeard on the Independence. I always felt like with a guy like this, man, because obviously he's most well known for being a member of the Wyatt family. I feel like WWE dropped the ball with this guy because there was so much more you could have done. You know what I mean? Everything from the Wyatt family to the Butcher brothers to him being with Bryan Danielson when Bryan Danielson had like that hemp title. Remember that? It was made of wood. There was so much you could have done with Eric Rowan, but they just, for whatever reason, man, they hindered his growth in the company. And this storyline is definitely one of those moments to where it was definitely hindering on, his momentum in the company.
Cage. No one knew exactly what was inside of this cage, but obviously whatever it was meant a lot to Rowan just based off the way he spoke to him.
Wasn't like a giant spider or something like that?
So cute.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Whenever anyone got near it, this mysterious item or thing would go on to bite Eric Rowan's hand, attack the local competitors that he was facing during this time, and would even cause Mojo Rawley to run away in fear once he laid his eyes on it. Fans would speculate online about what could possibly be inside this cage. Some speculated that it may be Rowan's old sheet mask, the one that he wore during his time in the Wyatt family, a doll, or even Hornswoggle. Rowan would finally reveal to the viewers what was inside this cage.
Bro, could you imagine what online would have been like if it got revealed to be Hornswoggle in a fucking cage? Oh my god, bro. Leave the leprechaun alone.
On the March 2nd edition of Monday Night Raw, and unfortunately, it wasn't the sheet mask, it wasn't a doll, and sadly, it wasn't Hornswoggle, because the mystery item that had fans waiting for all these months ended up being a fake mechanical tarantula that you could probably find at your local Spirit Halloween store. And what made this reveal even worse was that it was an extremely anticlimactic one, and one that did not fare well with the fans, with some tweeting saying, "In all fairness, I feel like no matter what the reveal was for Eric Rowan's cage, it was always going to be disappointing because after all this time, nothing in that cage was going to meet the expectations we built in our own heads." But really, a spider? I feel like Vince had a list of ideas and he eeny meeny miny moed it and landed on this stupidity. And finally, it's like opening up Christmas presents and getting a...
Bro, you would have been better off at getting a legitimate tarantula and just feeding it fucking growth hormones so it grows in size. I feel like that would have been a better ending than a mechanical spider that you can get for like $100 at Spirit Halloween. And trust me, man, Spirit Halloween is one of my favorite stores in October. So I know that you can buy that exact fucking spider at Spirit Halloween.
Pair of socks. Appearing on the Lewis Nichols show, Eric Rowan revealed, just like the fans, he was also a little disappointed in the reveal as well.
With the cage, I did not expect it to be a spider. When they told you, were you kind of a little bit underwhelmed?
Plead the fifth.
And I plead the fifth.
The next storyline on our list involves a WWE superstar who was being built up to become a monster heel, but instead he would accidentally...
Veer Mahan, the guy that could never show up on Monday nights, man. The guy that showed up like maybe 3 times and then he got taken off the show again. All the fucking hype. This is hilarious, man. Veer Mahan on Amazon Prime arriving at some point, maybe. I remember he was supposed to show up one night. He was supposed to show up one Monday night. He was advertised or whatever. And then like 6 months went by and nobody's seen him yet.
Become a monster meme on social media.
Advertisements, bro.
When a WWE superstar is set to make their debut or return, WWE will sometimes begin to air vignettes, which are a series of short cinematic video packages that helps build hype for that superstar. Think of it as a trailer for a movie that's coming out. There have been many vignettes in the past for superstars who have gone on to become stars on the main roster, but there have also been vignettes for superstars who unfortunately don't really go anywhere creatively after the vignettes and the debut occur. An example of this was Veer Mahan. In October of 2021, WWE aired its first vignette for Mahan. Then they aired another one the next week. Then another one the week after that. And they aired another one the week after that too, and so on and so forth. They would go on to consistently air these vignettes.
They just continued to go, continue to go, man.
Because between the first vignette in October of 2021 to the final one in March 2022, WWE had aired almost 20 of these Veer is coming vignettes without any indications for fans on when he would actually be coming. What was intended to help build anticipation for this monster heel on the main roster ended up making him into a monster.
Let's just say it, man. The dude lost his way in the airport and he got lost, man. He got lost at baggage claim.
Meme amongst wrestling fans instead.
Vince didn't want to pick him up.
After weeks of anticipation and confusion, Veer made his long-awaited arrival on the main roster on the Raw after WrestleMania 38 by attacking the Mysterios after Dominic's match with The Miz. Speaking to Sony Sports, Veer discussed his re-debut on WWE. He said, "It feels great. It does not feel like it was me alone who joined Raw, but 1.4 billion Indians, plus the fans around the world who have joined with me. I know we've waited for 5 to 6 months, but I think the wait was worth it. It was worth it for me. It was worth it for all the fans around the world." But it wouldn't be worth it because although he did end up facing Dominic a couple times and Rey Mysterio once, this storyline he was in with the Mysterios wouldn't really amount to anything else besides this, and Veer soon found himself unfortunately fading away into...
Bro, from the time I saw the first vignette, Veer Mahan, I knew he was going to be a disappointment.
Sidelines rather quickly, because besides the matches with the Mysterios, Veer would go on to have a one-off match with Mustafa Ali, face countless local competitors each and every week, and he would also participate in a Money in the Bank qualifying battle royal where he got eliminated in less than 2 minutes. The Mysterios would go on to feud with the Judgment Day, where fans would eventually witness Dom's heel turn, and as for Veer, he sadly would end up just becoming a victim of a 4th of July barbecue prank, and then head back to NXT later that same year. Although this story had an unforgettable build for the wrong reason, it ended with a very forgettable conclusion, just like the conclusion of our next storyline on our list at Survivor Series 2021. On November 21st, 2021, WWE Survivor Series went live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. It was a very special night for the company, as the show marked 25 years since The Rock made his WWE debut at the same event in 1996. WWE spent the entire month of November that year celebrating The Rock's career, which would obviously ignite rumors online about whether or not the Great One would make a special appearance at the Premium Live event or not. Throughout the Survivor Series broadcast, WWE highlighted memorable moments from The Rock's career, and they would also host a battle royal that night titled The Rock's 25th Anniversary 25-Man Battle Royal in honor of the special occasion. Despite the rumors and the entire show being built around this huge milestone, The Rock never ended up making an appearance that night. But although he wasn't there physically, he would still make a mark on the show, but in a much different manner. It all started during the Survivor Series kickoff show when Mr. McMahon arrived to the arena in his limo holding an egg, but it wasn't no ordinary egg. This was one of Cleopatra's egg, the same egg featured in The Rock's brand new movie that was coming out at the time called Red Notice, which just so happened to also be sponsoring the show that night. Former WWE superstars Mansoor and Mace, who were both a part of the segment, told a very funny story on their Twitch about their experience filming it, and here's that clip.
Vince rolls up in his limo and he comes out of the limo and we go, yay! And then in a rare moment of out of character Vince, he decides we're going to do 2 takes because he goes, damn it, Is that all you got? I'm Vince McMahon. No. He wanted us to do a bigger pop when he came out of the limo.
He wanted the pop for him.
So he gets back in the limo and it circles around, comes out of the limo. That's why it was such a huge pop for Vince. That's why you can see Riddick Moss in the background jumping for joy. He pulls out the egg, and as we're looking confused, we can see him go. So we go, oh, yeah!
I was tempted by the eggs allure, and you can see me actually in that clip reaching over everyone like it's the One Ring, and then Vince slapped my hand
with your long spindly salad fingers.
Roman Reigns would pay a visit to the chairman, explain that the egg was
Bro,
actually
this
a gift
storyline
from
was
Roman's
so
cousin,
fucking
The
weird,
Rock,
bro.
as a token of appreciation for everything McMahon had done for him over the years in WWE. The egg, however, would then mysteriously go missing later on in the night, and a furious Vince McMahon
It was
demanded
Austin
Sonya
Theory because he
Deville
wanted
and
to take
Adam
selfies
Pearce
with it,
to find
apparently.
out which WWE superstar stole the egg.
It's
24 hours
fucking
later on
stupid.
Monday Night Raw, after still not finding out who committed the theft, Vince McMahon announced that whoever brought him the culprit would get a WWE Championship match with Big E in the main event that same night. Sami Zayn would then tell McMahon that he knew who was responsible for the missing egg, so which WWE superstar ended up being the mystery culprit?
Theory.
It was none other than Austin Theory. Theory would then admit that the reason why he stole the egg in the first place,
Just wanted to come in here yesterday and take a selfie with it in your office.
Vince would then surprisingly go back on his promise and give the WWE Championship opportunity to Theory instead of Zayn, and told an irate Zayn that he didn't get it because, quote,
No one likes a snitch.
Theory would just go on to lose to Big E in the main event, thus ending what many fans would claim was pointless and an incredible waste of time. But it wasn't as pointless or a waste of time to WWE though, as they received, quote, a very nice payday out of the sponsorship with Netflix, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider. And on the bright side, it looks as though fans got the best possible version of this angle, because according to former WWE writer Brian Gewirtz, he revealed in the Bill Simmons podcast that another idea for the storyline that was much worse almost aired instead.
Damn, bro, that was the rest of the video.
So fans got the best possible version of this angle, because according to former WWE writer Brian Gewirtz, he revealed in the Bill
I guess that's the end of the video, man. Such an abrupt ending. I don't really necessarily like that ending of the video, bro. Definitely need to work on your skills as a video content creator. But I like the countdown. I love pretty much everything more or less in this video was definitely a highly disappointing. Definitely the whole Cleopatra egg, that was, bizarre none the least. Obviously Veer Mahan, such a fucking giant waste of time. Nobody gives a shit about Veer Mahan. And obviously Eric Rowan with the fake mechanical spider that was supposed to be like some kind of like demonic possessed creature that one swoop could fucking rip out your jugular from your throat. I don't know, man. There were just so many disappointing things in WWE over the years, and I just feel like we're not even scratching the surface, man. These are only a couple. I mean, we're not even talking about shit that happened in the early 90s, bro. Oh my god. That'd be one hell of a video if somebody can link me to a countdown of some of those disappointing storylines or whatever, because I'd like to check those out. Anyway, guys, man, appreciate you guys stopping by the channel once again. If you guys like videos like this, you already know what to do. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. Check out my social media accounts, links are in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.